Hello and welcome. It's been a while. Much has happened. This is the first day in a minute where I am not deathly ill. The antibiotics have kicked in and I'm doing good. Proof that see antibiotics from U of A store. Okay, anyways, enough with the formalities. It's week 11 reflection time, and I have responded to the questions, and I will respond to them again for you. Anyways, week 11 there was 3 questions. As per usual, we're going to bang them out and get through this together. Question number 1. What are some academic or professional fields that you think are interdisciplinary in nature? What different perspectives do they integrate? Alright, right off the bat, interdisciplinary. The definition that I got from this, from the reading, was interdisciplinary is going about solving problems that don't necessarily have one solution. Being able to look at something from different perspectives to complete a goal. The example they gave in the reading was climate change. Climate change is definitely a major problem, and there's not one super easy solution to it. There's gonna be a ton of factors that go into solving it, and it's definitely that was the example they gave. So going back to the question, what are some professional fields that are interdisciplinary by nature? And after thinking, the biggest one I came up was being a teacher, and more specifically, a kindergarten, elementary school teacher. Because unlike more high school, college, where you can mostly just focus on teaching, like academic stuff, when you're teaching younger kids, you have to find a way to balance teaching them their ABCs and academic stuff, but also the social part of it, because those kids are having to grow it and develop with other kids, and there's a lot of probably social problems that happen, at least like I remember when I was in kindergarten that happen. And as a teacher, there might not always just be one easy solution to teaching the kid the ABCs. There might be visual learners, auditory learners, kinesthetic learners, and you're gonna have to probably go around teaching that in different ways. And also for social problems like sharing and being able to communicate your feelings, there's going to be kids who probably that comes easy to them, and there's going to be other kids who probably struggle with that. And as that kindergarten, elementary school teacher, you're probably going to have to be approaching that in many different perspectives. So yes, that is my example. Yes, okay. Question number 2. What are some ways in which you think other disciplinary perspectives can make you better within your own discipline? Okay, my own disciplines. As of right now, I'd say my own disciplines is probably a student, full-time student, and a content creator on social media. And maybe no, I'm just gonna stick with those 2 for now. Content creator on social media, creating videos, and full-time student. Perspectives in which you think other disciplinary perspectives can make you better within your own discipline. So, going to the social media or discipline, because that is a discipline. That's something I enjoy doing. I would say that whenever I create a video, a lot of times people just think it's as simple as creating the idea, executing it, and posting it. But there's actually so much more that goes into even coming up with the idea. Because before I come up with idea, I have to look at it from a social perspective to see what's, I guess, in right now. Like, what are people enjoying? What is trending? What will get the most views? And then I also have to look at it from a more logical perspective. Okay, if I took a spaceship to Mars, that would get a lot of views, but that's not possible with the resources I have. Like, what is a video that people would like, but is also doable to pull off? Another thing I have to look at is What does the algorithm like? The algorithm really likes subtitles. It likes bright stuff that's in your face, and it shows that to more people. So I'm going to incorporate that into my video. In my discipline of creating videos, I look at it from so many different perspectives. I'm showing it to people to get others' opinions, not just mine. And that would be an example of how I can use interdisciplinary perspectives in my discipline. The other thing, as a student, I mostly use this with study habits. When I'm studying, a lot of times I don't just have one way that works for me when I study. Flashcards is a big one, but sometimes that also doesn't always work. Sometimes I like to be able to be more social and talk about it with my classmates and talk it out instead of just being in a room solo making flashcards. So yeah, those are two ways I could use it in two disciplines that I do. The final question is, what is a complex problem you have faced? What is a complex problem you face or have faced? How might taking an interdisciplinary approach to that problem make your problem solving better? So this one is a little bit of a struggle, because I kind of have two main problems I've been focusing on right now. The first one is Kanye West. I love his music. I always have. It's all over my playlists. He's the best. But recently, he's been saying some pretty anti-Semitic stuff. And as a Jew, I struggle with finding the line between, is it okay for me to still listen to him, or by listening to him, in a way am I supporting what he's doing? And it's complex for me. I don't really know if I could sit here and say I totally have found a solution for it, but I guess this would be an example of something that I would need to approach from different perspectives. One other example of a complex problem I faced would be creating videos in college. Back home in high school, I had my video stuff figured out pretty well. I had an amazing at-home setup where I could film. I had cameraman who I'd been working with for years, who I was close with and helped me make videos. And I was just used to a setup. And now that I've come to college, it feels like my whole video world kind of got turned upside down, and a lot of it's different now. And at first I thought it would be as easy as just finding new people to replace, but I'm kind of realizing that the people I had before were pretty irreplaceable. Like, they were almost like perfect for me. And so since then, I've had to go about finding new people and getting used to a different workflow through many different ways. I've recruited people through social interactions, through putting up flyers, through talking with other people, and for my setup wise, I've slowly been able to, I guess, rebuild the setup that I had at home here, but it's been a process. It definitely has. And it's not been a simple solution. So yeah, those are my 3 reflections for week 11. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in week 12.